Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Oilers and the Raiders, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the NFC champions. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. And here we go, the first Super Bowl of the 30s. Super Bowl 64 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. Mitchell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. This is fielded at the 7. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Sutherland, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay, because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of the Super Bowl. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down now. Sutherland, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Oilers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Mitchell. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Mitchell throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Mitchell now to throw on 3rd down. This one is caught. It's Patton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On 1st down, Gilmore. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get... So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Gilmore. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. It's a room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston.
Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Caught outright by Patton. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Now Mitchell, off play action.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
During that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
65 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Final 30 seconds of this 1st quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter.
3 more quarters of football left in this season as we're through one, and we'll be back in a moment. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, welcoming you back to the biggest of them all, Super Bowl 64, 2nd quarter about to begin.
They'll run on 1st down. Sutherland, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
This will be caught. Judy.
Touchdown! Jerry Judy, 29 yards.
And the Oilers continue to look good here in the 1st half of this Super Bowl. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
To throw is Mitchell. Looking to throw on second down.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Dexter Lawrence breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jahan Dotson.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Oilers are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy. I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Jahan Dotson getting set for this next drive.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
75 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw again, Sutherland. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've come upon halftime.
One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sutherland. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play. First down. They'll set up a throw. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Got a man. It's Judy, complete. Touchdown. Jerry Judy.
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Oilers are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Extra point up and through. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Mitchell. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. Mitchell on third down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On first down, Gilmore. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Mitchell. And his throw is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Back to throw. Mitchell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated here into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to this one is down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Up the middle they go. Sutherland. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run on first down. Sutherland. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
129 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Sutherland. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
Hundreds of games, all this football, and it all comes down. And we are back for the 4th quarter here at Super Bowl 64.
2nd and 14. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They're going to look to throw. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Oilers add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Now, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Mitchell.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Sutherland.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On first down, Sutherland, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Sutherland. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to... And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's Mitchell to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Mitchell.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
Mitchell now throwing on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Gregory Rousseau.
His 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
Here we go.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Raiders have got him.
Max Crosby able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long.
They showed off a nice juke in the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. They'll look to throw here.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense,